So geospatial science and technology is using technology, using software to collect data that has a spatial component that has location to it, and use that to analyze it, to solve real-world problems, and then communicate those results with people through things like maps. So, for example, if I have a business like a grocery store chain, and I want to figure out where to put a new grocery store, I have to collect data on my market, on where my customers live, where my competitors are, and then there are tools I can use to analyze that, to figure out where the holes are in that market, where that's underserved, and be able to find the ideal location for a new store where I have land available and all those kind of things. That's all spatial data that we have to put into this analysis. We have alumni from our department who are working in city government, state government, federal government, in a variety of different agencies, from intelligence to conservation, nonprofit organizations. We even have people working for the church in this field, and consultants who work with a lot of people like businesses and other government agencies to solve these kinds of pressing problems that have a spatial side to them. So there's 5 different things that students are learning as they get this major. One is there's a core in geography, just trying to understand how the world works and how things move in space. The second one is what we call GIS, which is the software that actually collects and analyzes spatial information. There's a track in remote sensing, which is using aerial imagery, satellite imagery, and analyzing that to see what we can learn from that. There's a track in cartography, which is designing maps and designing ways of communicating with people, both paper and online. And then there's a track in programming, where people are creating their own programs to either automate common tasks or to try to solve innovative tasks and find innovative solutions. So our majors are supposed to learn a little bit about all of those things. Sometimes they might specialize in one or more of those, depending on what their interests are. I don't know if there are any similar majors, but there are a lot of other majors where they might take one GIS class. So we get a lot of students from engineering, from geology, public health, business, plant and wildlife sciences. So there's a lot of majors where there's a spatial side to them, where there's something important spatially that goes on. And they'll come and take one of our classes or something. And they might use that technology occasionally in their careers. But in this major, we're focusing in on the technology so we can solve a large number of very varied problems. And that makes a difference. So we're kind of focused on the technology side. They might be focused on the application side. And oftentimes what happens is when our majors go out and they get a career, they're working in teams with people that are specialists. So you'd have a GIS specialist, you might have a planner that are working together to solve the problem, because neither one of them has all the skill set. So I picked this major almost 30 years ago because I love maps. I love to explore and get out and learn about the world, and I like technology. And those 3 things made this major a perfect fit for me. And what I've found is most of our majors, that's the same thing. They love those 3 things, and that brings them here.